Hey guys, this is the beginning of the Sawmill game from the 19th of November. Links will be in the description below. So, if you haven't been to Sawmill, it's pretty much a 5-hour non-stop airsoft game with other games in it. And the main objective today was, that day, was to secure control flags. You'll see one here in a bit. And then have our, tell our CO what number they are, so you can mark it down. We have to control a certain amount of them for a certain amount of time, stuff like that. It's all confusing. I didn't need to know it because I wasn't leading anybody. So there you go. So right at the beginning, our team starts going. Well, my team, the 127 guys, go forward to try to take ground and keep the green team from pushing in, while I go up and check out this flag right here. And the entire time, well, not the entire time, but here at the beginning, I realize that my radio is not functioning correctly.
CO, I got a flag.
Either that or I'm crap. So probably the I'm crap part, because this is like the second time that I've actually used it. So you hear me say a lot of crap that doesn't really make sense because I want to feel tactical, and I did. So that's
CO,
what I said.
Got a flag. How copy?
So I, see what number's on the flag. I make sure that our flag, the tan team, is pointing up, and I proceed to try to tell the CO what's going on and that I have it, but he can't hear me, so I have to go back down and tell him eventually. The 127 guys have by now made contact with green team, and they are subsequently trying to just shoot each other because it's airsoft, and that's what we do. Cue up more heavy breathing because I'm fat and out of shape.
CO, we got 6. How copy?
This is all the cardio I do. I guess I should probably change that, but that's extra work, and ain't nobody got time for that.
Anybody read? How copy? Hey! You guys hear me? No? Test 1 2 test. 10 CO. We got 6.
Here I am throwing up gang signs that, with green backing and green gloves, or not green, but whatever, multicam gloves and multicam uniform and multicam. Can't really see. So I really got to come up with some better way of showing numbers, I guess. I don't know how, the people who do this stuff for a living do it. I'm just kind of going along as I go. Once again, because I'm crap, and I don't do my research on stuff like that. So I see, I'm always wanting to look around, see what's going on. So I'm watching my guys, and if you haven't been to Sawmill, another big key part of the game is finding loot. You find like pill bottles or boxes or little baggies filled with CDs, which are intel. You got money, washers, which are more money. Somewhere throughout the field there are gas cans and water cans and ammo boxes. So that unlock various things in the game, like shorter medic respawns. You can buy medics, you can buy medic bands. You're allowed to go from semi-auto to full auto once you find some stuff.
We got 6.
Anyway, I actually had just picked up a
On the
thing,
hill,
so
we
I
got
ran
6.
it back, hand it to him, tell him what flag we capture, and I go back to try to take out those guys that are pushing my team's, my squad, 127 Airsoft team, whatever you want to call them, their left flank. And right now, I'm the
Guys on
only
the
one in
hill,
the
watch
position
your
who
left.
can do anything about it. And so I try to do something about it. The wind that day, at least at the beginning, out here in the open, was pretty bad. Normally my Crytek has pretty dang good range, but I just couldn't put the BBs where I wanted them. So I end up realizing that they have no idea that I'm there, even though I'm shooting at them. And so I try to get up closer. And to do that, I do a dynamic movement, so I run, which, once again, no cardio for me. But I end up taking out that entire 5 or 6 dudes there on green team. I think it was Greymar from last. Yeah. But single-handedly wipe those guys out and ease the flanking fire on my guys up there on the hill. They're up there behind that tree and those bushes up there. So since I realized that there's nobody in the middle protecting this flank, I do something about that. But before I do that, I check down to my, well, I call it south. The entrance, I don't actually know the directions, but I'm calling the entrance to the field, which is up that direction, north, and then down towards the house is south. So in front of me would be west, and behind me would be east. Also, I'll call it enemy FOB side and tan FOB side. But I check down south before I make my move, so that I'm not getting outflanked myself before I move up to this group of guys. At Sawmill, at the very beginning, we all had a 5-minute bleed out, and you can search
You guys got any medic
enemies
managers or
for
anything?
various supplies. Shout out to Mr. Brandon McGee right there with his fancy SR25. I find a thing, then I find another thing that apparently requires a key, but like an idiot, I don't radio it in or tell anybody. So I search these guys, I ask them, you got any stuff, and they tell me no.
No, these guys are
So
down.
then some of my guys come up
Yeah.
and give me some support
Guessing you
too.
guys can't hear me on the radio.
There at the trailer. But I realize after a bit that it's not a very good position because we can't see beyond the merchant stand and that group of trees and bushes there. Now the merchant stand, the guy, William Burke in the orange right there, he's the owner of Sawmill, and he does a fantastic job. Not only does he put on these baby milsims, for lack of a better term, but he also provides food. And this day, the food was like a, I don't want to call it a sloppy Joe. It was more like a Italian beef, stewed beef. I don't think it was beef though. I think it was deer. And beans, and there was coleslaw, and I think like a potato salad or some salad of some sort. So my guys are like, "You want to go get this flag?" And I was like, "Let me see." And I'm like, "Sure, let's do it." And I get in the trailer to provide him cover because I know that I have a little bit of extra range using the 2.8s that I use 2.8s. So I cover him until he can get the flag whenever he goes and does it.
That was a quick 5 minutes.
So those guys take off after 2 minutes, and even though they're supposed to wait 5, but whatevs. I mean, yeah, sure, whatevs. So the guy on my squad switches the flag, or he doesn't switch it, but we officially take control of it,
Copy.
and we just go do some talking, and I find out that one of my teammates fell down and hurt himself. So I go see if I can help him here in a minute.
7!
There I am flashing gang signs, once again at my CO because I'm dumb and don't realize gray
Tan CO, how
tan
copy?
on green and green on tan don't exactly show up very well. So I see that we got 3 guys here, and I'm like, I don't want to stand here anymore. So I go up to take a look at
5-0, where you at?
5-0 to see if I can help. And he like scorpioned or something and hurt his ankle. But he says he's okay. So after that, I guess
Need a wrap?
we
What
just
is it?
kind of hang out here for a bit
110.
because we're not getting pressured anymore. These guys did a good job taking out their opposing, well, not their opposing, but the opposing green team on the other side of the road. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening right now.
Okay, Parker. Hey. Get up and play. You're fine. CQB, get up. We have to load him.
Hey! We got control point 7. Can you tell him?
7?
7.
No, hey, control point 7. Is it up or is it good or no?
This feels the damn first time.
Alright.
That's the second time I've stumbled.
My flag's not working for some reason. Or my radio.
So because I can't see anybody on the upper end, you know, I don't see any green members up here. So my thought process is, well, let's go see what I can do to change that, or at least find stuff, you know, kind of push a little bit,
radio check
even
over?
though I'm only one person, hoping that maybe they haven't found everything up there. And I don't realize it till later, but I end up just walking right by a flag that I could have switched over because I wasn't paying attention. Because once again, I am crap. So I push up above their FOB. That's something that I shouldn't have done alone. You know, looking back, I should have, you know, grabbed a couple of the guys that were just standing there hanging out and been like, hey, let's go do a thing. And be a general pain in the butt to green team because their FOB is just down that draw. You know, they're not that far away, and so let's go give them something to worry about and take pressure off of wherever they actually are. So I push in, I'm looking around, and eventually I see somebody on my team that I had no idea, you know, I had no idea he was up here.
I am on top of their side. No enemy.
So I make an attempt at radioing
There's top
in
right
what I'm
flank is over
doing,
here.
and it just like explodes in my brain. I just stumble over it, and brings the point that you should always think about what you're going to say when you're trying to pass information before you actually say it. Oh, look, a mag. I eventually later on turned that into Lost and Found. But anyway, yeah. So if you're going to try to pass on information that you think is kind of important, at least don't do what I did, and you should think about what you're going to say before you say it. Otherwise, you look like an idiot on camera. So I find my friend, and we start to push on their FOB, taking out a little bit of resistance as we can. But more or less, well, I guess I haven't found him yet, but I will. Don't worry. He'll be there. I'll talk to him. Stuff will happen. But anyway, check out Sawmill. Links will be down in the description, down in that there doobly-doo. There's a game the second weekend of December. Yeah, that sounds right. They moved their game up ahead so LTF could host Colombian house party at RU Airsoft. But both of those places, I guess I'll put the links in the description below. Sawmill's a great field. William Berg's doing a great job with it. Look forward to this. The airsoft experience and the community growing for this particular field.
Up on top of the hill.
And the food is just awesome. And the fact that he takes time out of his weeks to, get everything set up, get everything prepared, change the scenarios, everything is just phenomenal on his part. So big shout out to him. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.